Hi, and welcome to video number 3 in this sequence. So carrying on looking at the Augmented Reality game of HADO Monster Battle, where you get to fight different giant boss monsters in the real world. So already we've had a look at the minions and some of the elements that come with it. So there's like the lesser aspects and sort of unsung heroes of the games. We've had a look at Hyper Golem. Now we're looking at the second boss, and the second boss is the dragon. Now this really is a multi-layered fight and event that we're going to be looking at. So dragon is the first one of the bosses that comes with minions. Golem didn't, he just shows up on his own. Dragon has minions though, and we kind of looked at those in video number 1. So he's got these velociraptors, some which try and bite you, some which spit acid. He's got these dragonflies that hover up in the air, which you have to get rid of, but they're small targets and they're awkward to hit, so they can end up causing you to waste a lot of time, especially if you rush your shots whilst trying to fire at them. Now, in the previous boss, Golem, all you could do was shoot. You could send blasts of energy and fire at him to try and destroy him, but you could fire quite a lot of them. Dragon, yes, you can still throw energy blasts, but you get a lot less of them. So it's a lower charge rate to build up power to throw one. You can only throw one at once, and you've got to build up charge all over again. So your shots really, really count. You cannot afford to miss. However, you now have basically an ultimate power, a power-up special move that you can use. And every time you pick up potions, which can sort of help your shots do more damage, but they'll also boost your special power gauge. Every time you land hits on the boss of the minions, that'll boost your special power gauge. And this time though, rather than just a beating heart in the chest, there are going to be target markers on the boss when the boss appears, and these are critical target points. So if you hit those points where the target markers are, the target markers will move around the body. Hit those, you'll do more damage to the boss, and it will also boost your special move gauge. Whenever the special moves gauge is full, you'll see sort of these flashing yellow lines that appear in the air around the players, and this allows them to trigger their special move. And against the dragon, that move is Volcano. So you see a big eruption come along the ground, and a huge gout of flame come up underneath the dragon, causing loads of damage, extra damage to it. And obviously, those don't need to be aimed; they always hit. And they're obviously very useful things to get. So collecting potions, hitting the targets nice and cleanly when they appear on the dragon, boost those, meaning the players can do those more regularly. So first of all, you get your minions, these velociraptors, dragonflies, you wipe all of those out, and the blue dragon shows up for the fight. The blue dragon has got several phases to his fight, which we're going to have a look at. If you can beat the blue dragon with more than 20 seconds left on the clock, you get his big brother, the red dragon. And the red dragon is even tougher. He's bigger, he's larger, he's nastier, he's got a completely different attack pattern to him. And obviously you get a little bit of bonus time, but basically the quicker you can get the blue dragon down, the more time you've got to try and deal with the red dragon. Now, because there's this multi-layered fight with effectively this Easter egg boss behind it and all the rest of it, if you wanted to try and take down that red dragon, you cannot get anything wrong on route. You've got to play a perfect game. You've got to dodge every attack. You've got to make sure every shot lands and lands somewhere that matters. So, let's have a look at how this plays. So again, our 2 academy players here helping us out. So match start, we've got the initial minions coming in here. We've got dragonflies up in the air. We've got red and green velociraptors there at ground level. Now, if you leave the velociraptors alone for a little bit too long, they'll start jumping and hop side to side, which can make them more awkward to hit. Dragonflies only need 1 hit to take them out. Those velociraptors, though, they can take 2 or 3 shots to put them down, so you need to really make sure those shots are coming on target, and you want to try and work together on sprinting shots across the place, try and all fire onto one to get them wiped out really nice and quickly and keep those numbers down, because that reduces the amount of fire blasts and acid blasts and everything else that are coming against you. So you see they've got potions starting to appear in the centre ground, and players there coming in to grab those for the power-ups. Blue dragon's now circling around, getting ready to come in for its fight. While he's circling around initially, see the clock's been paused. The moment he hits the ground though, life bar comes up, clock starts ticking down again. So initially he's spinning around, he's looking to bite and send directed fire blasts at the players. Now we start to see these target markers appearing, so there's one on his head there. That's that critical marker point. The players can shoot his fire blast out the air, but as you said, what that means is you don't get a shot on him. First one, the volcano has just been triggered there on the far left. Another volcano power-up just ready here on the right. See those big blasts going in, knocking down a big chunk off his health bar. Got target markers now on his shoulders. and those shift around his body. Now you can move, as the player's doing here, you can move around the dragon. You don't have to fight him from the front, and it can be advantageous to move it into him. At this point here, we get those target markers appearing on the wings, and they are very hard to hit from the front. These big flame breath attacks as well that drive you back and away from him. Ideally, if you can get in close and shoot up from underneath, the wings are much easier to hit. However, over time, those target markers move, so they just now move to the neck, sort of upper chest area, making it a lot easier to target into. Got big volcano hits coming in, ducking nicely under that fire breath there. Another big volcano prepped on the left-hand side there coming in. So the dragon's health bar is really crashing down. They're just cracked below the 30-second mark, so well on target. And they've done it there to activate the Easter egg boss, so the red dragon. So they had 27 seconds left. Again, a bonus 20, so got 47 seconds to try and take on the red dragon with. Gets a nice sort of like static effect across there. Another warning label, and here comes the big brother. Comes in with a big volley of sort of fire blasts from the sky before he comes into land. And you can see he's going to take up a lot more of the game area than the blue dragon did. He's a lot bigger, and he's a lot nastier in his attacks and his accuracy. So we've got both the players there, double volcano assault going in. Nice big hit straight to his health off the get-go. It's a really good start there. Big fire blasts coming out from him, which are being intercepted by their incoming fire. Notice that their charge rate and therefore their fire rate has picked up against the red dragon as well, so the players themselves have had a boost for this fight. That's provided by scenario. Red dragon's now going airborne, just like the blue did. His target markers on his tail, though, the critical point, so you really need to try and work around, and big flame attacks there, driving people back, making it really hard to get up on that tail point. Coming to the last few seconds, they've done an amazing job here, down to about 1/3 health. 3 seconds left, about 20% health there. Really, really good attempt there. So that one, and I'll tell you, that was their first run at this. So that was a stunning attempt to get the red dragon down to 20% health on the first time. Not many people globally have managed to beat the red dragon, and not as groups. With the bosses, though, something to be aware of, they do scale. So the more players on the team, the more minions you get, and the more health the boss has got. So it doesn't get easier by having more people. The difficulty stays static, or if anything, it actually becomes more difficult because you've all got to play a perfect game if you want to win. But there you go, guys. That's the basics of the dragon. And video number 4 will be coming out soon, where we're going to look at the devil. But until then, as ever, do the good things, like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you soon.